reasons why a black man travels. So a lot of times people, when I tell them I travel, they have so many questions that come up. It's kind of funny when I think about it, especially with the countries I go to in Latin America. As a single man, a lot of people think, oh, you're going there to pay for something. No, I mean, that's not what it is. It's not what it is. And then some people wonder about your safety. Are you going to be safe? Are you going to be safe? And I'm like, are you kidding me here? When I hear questions like that come up, or questions that are inspired by that train of thought, it becomes hilarious. Anybody in their right mind that's been seeing what's happened over the past few months, especially during the pandemic, is there any question why a black man travels? I mean, this has got to be the most loony and goofy mentality ever. The lack of values, the focus, what things are, what is considered important. It'll only be wise and intelligent for any man of any color, but certainly a man that's conscious, to open up to broaden his horizon. I mean, it's just common sense. If you ever see a map of the globe, you look at where you're at, wherever you're listening to this right now, look at where you're at on the globe. And it probably doesn't even cover a speck of the globe. But even if you just conclude, let's say you're in a state, it probably doesn't cover that much of the globe. There's so much out here. Unfortunately, and very eerily, in the more developing countries, you got people that got the smallest brains, the smallest minds. They don't want nothing out of life. Only thing they want to do is shit, eat, and pretend they're superior over other people. When you start broadening your horizon, you know there's more out there than that. It's way more to life than that. It's way more to life than bragging about how many degrees you got, how much money you make, the trivial things. You know that there's way more. And you want to go explore. You want to see what is out there. For me as a black man, I was in the military about 10 years ago. I got my first trip overseas. First time ever, I never got followed around the store as an adult male. First time ever, someone treated me with real respect. Not this fake love, this fake respect, where people say sir and, oh, okay, yes, sir, et cetera, et cetera. But people was just genuinely nice. Not around a bunch of angry, entitled first world black women that think that somebody owes them something. Or jealous-hearted black men living in a first world country walking around angry when they got more gifts than most men on this planet, despite being oppressed. And part of that oppression they're dealing with because they don't want to stick together. But that's a topic for another day. I started to see that I had so much to be thankful for living in my country. Despite, even with the racism going on, even with the, all that stuff that's going on, even with the KKK doing exactly what they said they were going to do 50 years ago, and then manifesting what you've seen become a big issue over the past few weeks or past few months. The opportunities here, the opportunity for growth and development, the education, being in this well-oiled machine. I mean, there's a lot of issues, no doubt about it. And I don't want to come off like some delusional person where you just got to work hard and you'll get it. I know there's obstacles out there. There's no doubt about it. But I got to see that as bad as I thought I had it, other people had it way worse. Way worse. I got to see that the loony, arrogant, angry woman that thinks that somebody owes her something for her sex organs was really just a reflection of what was going on in my mind. A lack of gratitude in my mind. And then if I wanted to have more gratitude, I needed to focus more on what was important. What is important? Well, I got legs, I can walk, I can think, I can work, I can breathe, I can travel. That's one of the biggest things. The place I've been to, most people haven't been to. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. The perspectives that I learned, to see that everyone is not racist. They don't assess over skin color. The fact that I could see that it's so much more similarities between human beings, whether they're Asian, classified as Asian, or classified as Latino, or classified as African. There's more similarities between us. There's differences. No matter the gender, no matter the so-called pseudoscience inspired race, we really got a lot in common, and being able to explore and to see different perspectives on life, we got a lot to be thankful for. As a black man, why do I travel? I travel to learn more, to be inspired more, to become more grateful. God has blessed all with so much out here. A lot of times it's just looking, seeing, and believing. Why do I travel? Man, the great food. When I was in Japan, I tried out so many different foods. I mean, seafood, octopus for the first time. I tried that out. Now, I'm not a meat eater anymore. I don't believe in eating animals. They have spirits too. I believe all beings have a spirit, and it's not for me to consume somebody just because I can. Because then it's like you're complaining about being oppressed, but then you're oppressing someone else. It's kind of hypocritical. So I gave up the whole vegan. The whole meat eating thing a while ago, but that was a first for me, and it was a different experience. To the experience a more warmer, friendlier people when I was in Japan. Frankly speaking, a little less narcissistic, a lot less narcissistic than my home country. To even travel around my own home country. And to see that America is so large. I mean, there's different parts of America. The people where I'm at in the East Coast, they may assess over one thing, but then down south is completely different. And then to the West Coast is even more different. In Seattle and the north part of the country is an even different vibe. In the Midwest, another different vibe. To see that all, within this continental U.S., there's so many different ways of thinking, so many different ways of doing things. Why do I travel? I travel because I know there's more out there, and I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to sit on the sidelines. I'm not going to cry and complain. I'm going to keep pushing. That's why I travel. And you should too.